Hello everyone, welcome back to another new video. In this video, we will discuss about the types of indeterminate structure. Okay, so type of indeterminate structure can be easily written as indeterminacy. You can see here, this is the indeterminacy. So this is also called type of indeterminate structure, means indeterminacy generally. Okay, so basically indeterminate structure is two types. You can see here. First one is static indeterminacy and another one is kinematic indeterminacy. Okay, so types of indeterminacy are static indeterminacy and kinematic indeterminacy. So indeterminate structure is these two type. Okay, and further if you go further, then static determinacy have two different types. Okay, you can see here, first one is external determinacy and another one is internal. So this one is first type and another one is second type. You can see here. The type of static determinacy is external and another one is internal. Okay, so these are the basic types of the indeterminacy in case of indeterminate structure. Okay, so as you see, indeterminate structure is static and kinematic, and in static it is internal and another one is external. Okay, so these are the basic concept of the indeterminacy. As we already discussed in indeterminacy, I am just showing you here. You can see in indeterminacy we have to write here. You can see first one is the given structure is independent with the cross-sectional area. CSA, it is independent with the cross-sectional area. Okay, and another one is, you can see here. Okay, go. First one is, first one, this indeterminacy is independent of this. You can say here. First one is CSA. Okay, so indeterminate structure is dependent upon CSA, cross-sectional area. Okay, and another one is indeterminate structure depends on the moment of inertia, or you can say MOI, moment of inertia, second one. And third one is indeterminate structure is dependent on the material property. You can see material property. Okay, so it means determinate structure independent of this cross sectional area, but we are talking about indeterminacy, so it is dependent on cross sectional area. It is also dependent on the moment of inertia. It is also dependent on the material property. Okay, and another one, it also depends on different things. Okay, so we will discuss later. Okay, and if you want more or this determinate any determinate structure, then you can watch our another video. We have already discussed in detail. Okay, but in this video we will just discuss about this indeterminacy. So let's move next. So you can see here, now we are talking about this external indeterminacy. Okay, we have already seen indeterminacy and two different types. Okay, and now we will discuss about the external indeterminacy. So you can see here, our topic is external indeterminacy. So we will discuss about this thing. So you can see here, the determinacy is related to the support system of the structure. Okay, this external indeterminacy is especially related to support of the system. Okay, and if the moment of independent external reaction component is r, if the number of independent external reaction is denoted by a small r, then the degree of indeterminacy can be calculated DSE. DSE means degree of indeterminacy. Okay, you can see here. This one can be calculated with the help of formula ds equal to r minus 3. Okay, this one ds equal to r minus 3. This is only for the 2D truss. This is for the 2D. Okay, and ds equal to r minus 3. This is for the 3D truss. You can see here this one is for 3D and this one for 2D. Okay, so DSE equal to r minus 3 for the 2D structure and DSE equal to r minus 6 for the 3D structure. So these are the basic concepts regarding this external indeterminacy. Okay, where I have already told you this small r is the number of independent external reactions. Okay, because we are already talking about external, so r is the external reaction. Now another one is internal indeterminacy. Okay. Okay. So now our topic is internal indeterminacy. Okay. So in this, let's see the basic concept of this internal indeterminacy. Okay. So internal indeterminacy. This is due to the arrangement of the member and depends on the joint. Okay. This is especially depends on the joint internal indeterminacy. And now here is also indeterminacy. This is two types. First one is pin and another one is rigid jointed. Okay, this is especially pin joint is especially for the frame structure and rigid joint is especially for the, this is for the, you can see here, rigid joint is especially for the frame. Okay, and pin joint is especially acts for the trusses. So for the pin joint frame structure, or you can say for the truss, internal indeterminacy is the number of access members. Okay, you can see here this is the number of access members. If in this you can see here, if a small m, this small m be the number of members, m is denoted by the number of member and j be the joints. Okay, so m is the number of member and j be the joints, then the internal indeterminacy can be calculated for the 2D truss. You can see here m minus 2g minus 3. M is the, where m is the number of member and j is the number of joint. Okay, so dsi means for this internal structure, and in previous video we have already seen here r minus 3 and r minus 6 for 2D and 3D. This was DSE. So DSE means external. Okay, and DSI means internal. So m minus 2j minus 3 is for 2D truss and m minus, you can see here, m minus 2j minus 6 is the for the 3D truss. Okay, because we have already seen for 2D truss r minus 3, so 2j minus 3 and r minus 6, so 3j minus 6. So DSI can be calculated with this. Okay, these two formula, so you need to remember these two, m minus 2j minus 3 and m minus bracket this one 3j minus 6. So this is about 2D and 3D truss. Now we will talk about the rigid joint frame structure, and this is called especially for the frame structure we can calculate DSI equal to 3C. Okay, where C is the number of closed loop. You can see here this DSI equal to 3C for the 2D structure and 6C for the 3D structure, where C is the closed loop. You can see here if we have a structure like this. Okay, this is the structure suppose, And you can see here we have a two different uh, loop. So this one is first loop because this is closed loop, and another one is this is two. Okay, this one is second loop. So this is denoted by the C, and this here is, you can see, this one is first loop and this one is second loop. So number of loop is closed loop is 2. So here this value of C equals to closed loop. Okay, so DSI equal to 3C for the 2D structure and DSI equal to 6C for the 3D structure. Okay, so I hope guys you will understand this. In this next video we will discuss about the total static indeterminacy. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you very much.